will hold Battlefield 2 some sort of not necessarily unrealistic standard, but some sort of
There's heavy nostalgia there for sure.
yeah. Because
Battlefield 2 has its own share of issues.
But I would say Battlefield 2 and 3 are my two personal favorites.
There's also a thing.
Wait,
of
there's a
like,
Battlefield 2. What's Battlefield 1 then?
1940.
Where the franchise died, if you ask me, but that's another decision.
Yeah, and it's probably the most.
No. Oh wait. I'm sorry, but I meant like when I said Battlefield 1, I didn't mean like Battlefield 1 as in World War 1, like the one after Battlefield 4. I meant like what was before Battlefield 2 then?
Battlefield
1942.
Vietnam in 1942.
1942 is the first Battlefield game in the franchise.
Yeah, and you didn't have squads in that game.
Is that the same one with the map in Battlefield 5?
Yes. Not in 5. They have a map in this one, 2042.
yeah, Battle of the Bulge and
Alamein.
Well, technically it was in 5 also.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Which
as I
one is
said,
in 5?
I'm more of like a new gen.
Wake Island.
Yeah, Wake
But
Island.
Wake
that's the
Island's
one
been
I-
like in 3/4 of the entries ever released.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's
Bunch
yes,
of games,
it's
it's just like the tropical islands.
I'm sorry. Yes, it is, but I guess, but it's just that I'm more of like a newer age Battlefield fan, I guess. So,
Cool,
Browse
you
it.
put a crystal weapon charm on your weapon.
wait,
That was a joke.
Because of New Age.
He said new age.
Yeah, I got it.
That's a layer joke.
I know, it's rather esoteric.
Totally flew above my head.
You gotta know your audience if you're a comedian, and apparently I'm not a comedian.
Not
No. I'm just dumb, I guess.
Don't shoot me, Akira.
No, you're actually saying
Yeah,
some really,
I'm scared because
really good stuff, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying.
I guess I've always been fascinated by Battlefield because like one of my friends had an older brother that was like infatuated with this Battlefield game. I don't know what sort of game, but we had like this dude that I've come to know now that is like pretty normal for the franchise, but this dude walking toward like the camera of being shot at and stuff, like there's a marine walking towards the camera and stuff, but you had like this cool battleground or whatever, I don't remember, but this like almost
Eric, say goodbye.
a desert city where you had some planes and helicopters, and that was like unheard of because
Pretty
like
elevated, isn't it?
what? I'm sorry.
Try to.
No, we're speaking game stuff at the same time. We're all on the same server, so if we start talking about what's going on.
Yeah, no.
I just saw Eric in a very low health tank, and I had a rocket.
No.
Actually, the rocket didn't kill me.
Yeah,
It was
it
alley.
Just like
entity on my
Again.
position.
I helped.
Don't run from the health, addict. God damn it.
Nicely done,
No,
Burrow.
sorry.
Just
Sorry.
like-
Oh, you're full health now. I
But
got
I
you
have-
be freaking run away.
I'm just like curious since you guys seem like some
Oh.
like proper Battlefield veterans that has been in the community.
That's it.
When I say veteran, I mean like that in a way of
Freddy.
endearment. Has the community always been this way, like where it's
Yes.
Where
It's ebbed and flowed.
because I feel like today or well the newest Battlefield, because like when Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 came out, I was too young to really understand what was happening at the time. So I've understood like by watching YouTube videos later on that Battlefield 3 didn't have the best launch. Like
It was actually
And-
better than people say. But
And-
Battlefield
and-
4 lives up to the legend.
and also I played Battlefield 4 at launch time.
The biggest difference between
can't
now
even
and
say-
any other Battlefield game is with the community is the extremeness of people's opinion.
Yeah.
I
That
think
wasn't
that
that
comes
thing.
from being mistreated via monetization for a decade.
For me, the big,
People are
it's a
kind
big
of just
franchise.
fed up, and especially after Battlefield 5, people just have no more goodwill to give anyone, which is during Battlefield 4, we had a fuck ton of goodwill, like 15 years of patience and nostalgia to actually help.
On me too.
Cause, like the way I see the Battlefield community as of today, I haven't been like to be honest, I haven't been like caught up with the Battlefield community
That's a tank.
up until Battlefield 1. That's like the first game where I was like
The tank.
a proper age of like conceiving things going on around me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's like the first experience I had of Backlash. But I feel like, from my experience, I felt like Battlefield 1 seems like a very clean launch.
Come on, buddy.
It's the outside of
Technologically, it was
Hardline.
amazing.
Yeah, because I remember being hyped for Battlefield 1 after the legendary trailer, and after that trailer and having that beta, I loved that beta and started playing, and I just like can't remember any drama or any sort of like
Oh, there
Somebody
were.
called in a
It was
MAV on top of the boat? Are you fucking shit me?
which for me that was unfamiliar with the Battlefield community at the time. Was
Like the community will always, and this doesn't matter for Battlefield specifically. This is for all games. The
Yeah, you can
community
look
will
at
always
Halo.
find something that they don't like, and it will be the biggest thing ever. Like, and that's always gonna be like that. There's no game that's perfect.
yeah, of
But
course.
But also, the
2042 is not without merit, though.
No, like I'm not dismissing
3 and 4 are
2042. I'm just saying in general for all games.
but Battlefield does have a big problem, and it's one that every big franchise has, and that is it's a big franchise with many installments, which means that
Well,
there
the
are many
installments
camps.
is real.
Yeah, there are many camps that had different opinions of what Battlefield is, and there's just nothing you can do about it because there are
Well,
hardline
guys
people that
intentionally
Battlefield bring.
cultivated competing player bases with competing expectations instead of
And you can't make it.
remaining true to their vision.
And that means now that there has been so many games that no matter how you make a game, over half the Battlefield fans will not like it. You cannot get over half of them. You just can't.
I just feel like since I'm new to the scene and I per se haven't like
Fine, Nilsson.
I haven't experienced
Oh,
like
they got me anyway, Eric.
I haven't experienced
Glorious.
like Hardline and Battlefield 4 and
Thank you.
Well, you can
Battlefield
thank your
3
stars
launches
you
and
didn't
stuff like
experience
that.
Hardline.
But yeah, but I haven't
Yeah.
experienced those, so I guess I don't have like the same trauma. But like
Alright, so
for
that
me, it
game?
seems like a lot of people are
Caleb?
like they're.
Covering
Or
you.
what I've seen from the Battlefield community as of today, I feel like I see some sort of like
Up on the back of the boat here, I guess, is the quickest way to get onto.
people looking for the flaws that they've seen in earlier Battlefield games, or and dismissing what's been made new in this Battlefield game. And I don't know why that would be, but I guess it would be something like you're familiar with something and everything new.
Well,
is
part of that
scary.
is DICE has repeatedly released a broken or malfunctioning product. And for a long time, we forgave it because we loved the product. DICE was really awesome interacting with people. But after a certain time, you're like, hey, this isn't cool. You know, we're paying customers. We expect a functioning product. We don't want you to spend 6 months fixing it. We want you to release it correctly the first time. And then add in the monetization nonsense, and people get really their patience go away.
You have one.
I guess I didn't feel. I guess I can't really relate to the money argument because at the time, like the money I spent on games wasn't really my money. It was.
Well, remember,
like,
a lot of us though grew up in a time, because we're older Battlefield fans, where you bought a game, you got a complete product. You didn't get a work in progress. You didn't have to buy everything. It's like under the premium system, you had permanent assignments. The cosmetics were faithful to the vision of the
I can
game.
hack it if you want.
And you could literally do them to the end of the time. And now you got limited time stuff where live service wants 100% of your time. And it all adds up to a big picture of why people are disgruntled.
Lots of
No.
infantry on the point.
Well, I understand why people are disgruntled. I just feel like there's some sort of like willful disregard almost of
man.
the positivities that has
Come
been
behind you,
added
be careful.
throughout the game. Because like one thing that because I think I've played every game since Battlefield Bad Company 2, even though I haven't bought it and experienced launch and stuff like that. But I went back since I ended up enjoying Battlefield 1 and stuff like that, so I've been like going back. The one thing I like, I as a, I guess, new age fan, I guess you'd say, enjoy with Battlefield 2042 that I
Watch out for the guy on the tower, attic.
one thing I enjoy with Battlefield 2042 that I don't feel like I have experience with any other Battlefield game is that I can be, for example, on the sea area of a map. Say, for example, on Orbital, I'm on the I think it's the D points where you have like the different. Oh, sorry. Once again.
Yeah, I did teabag that guy, attic.
Based on Red Dead.
Heavy
Top
top.
of the tower. Top of the tower. What's up?
Oh, I found Freddy.
That's me again.
Okay, yeah, that. But what I think like is, I don't feel like the experience of I could be on A.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Oh, good. Comes with the territory.
There are people above us.
Thank
you.
Is under attack.
Ah no!
Oh, where'd they shoot us from? That's
Behind.
bullshit.
From the bottom, it killed you.
I thought I got us.
Tag
Those
you.
misogynistic fucks. They killed a woman.
Equal rights.
Days.
Now you sound like me in real life.
Was it a
Suck
woman
it,
or was it a
bitch.
specialist?
Maybe not
I
the
think-
best way of doing that.
Personally, I think like right
Actually,
now,
you're right. They're specialists. They're not
2042
people, so kill them all you want.
doesn't have as many issues as people say it does. Like the two remaining issues for me that I can think of that aren't, at least personally, the biggest problem in the world are the maps and
More maps, please.
some issues with specialist balance and like general game readability. So like something I say all the time is like one thing 2042 really fucked with in the Battlefield formula is that you can
Well,
no
I threw
longer
it out.
tell like by looking at an infantry player, like, you know, you're in a tank. I always give the example. You're in a tank, you see Falk. Like in a previous game, you see a medic class and you go, okay, don't need to kill this guy because like, what are they going to do? Defib me? Whereas in 2042, it's like, shit, I kind of have to try and kill this person because they might have C5 or they might have a rocket launcher.
And you got the same motherfucker on both teams. I mean, identical.
That doesn't. I don't give a shit about that, to be honest.
That's what I care about. The other thing I actually don't care about.
I don't care too much about that because like I don't know. I guess I played a lot of Siege and it was never really an issue
Yeah,
for
but
me.
in Siege, you've only got one per team. And so it's a lot easier to control. Whereas you got 128 fucking people, and conceivably could be 128 Falks on the damn battlefield.
I get that.
Because hero
I get
shooters
it.
typically are about 6 men each team, max.
I get it. I get that from a like.
I just don't get
what's
why
the
they
word I'm
couldn't
trying to use?
make
Russian and U.S. cosmetics, like I suggested.
No,
And
you don't
tech
even
tests?
have to do the cosmetic. You do the characters and the cosmetics separately.
Well, my
Please,
point
thank
is, you could have had characters on both sides, and I actually sent this to DICE via back channels, where you could have a Russian and a U.S. only use cosmetic, so they look different, like in Battlefield 3 or 4 or even 1, and you could still identify friend from foe at a glance.
Yep.
It's a really easy solve. I mean, my personal big three is specialist, lacquer classes, and no weapon and gadget restriction. But I mean, even
I don't have an issue
disregarding
with
that, you could actually solve the specialist issue with the cosmetics alone.
Like the point I wanted to try to make with the thing that I said, which is kind of unrelated to what you were talking about now, but like it's a positive of 2042, and that's I feel like 2042 offers an experience that you have different battlefields on one map. I feel like every time I've played a battlefield, even if it's been Battlefield 5, 1, or Battlefield 4, I guess, it's been like the same points of interest, or maybe you had two split
Points of interest, which has been like
very close to each other. But now I feel like I could be approaching, say, the south part of the map, and I can still maybe hear some gunshots from the other side of the map. Maybe some whatever. I can watch the map and I can see like. I guess that's the effect of being like
Yeah.
128 people. But I feel like that's for me that's a pretty special feeling that I like a lot about 2042.
Floris, you want to drop a...
You're 370 meters. Oh, I was gonna try come res you.
I'll say I
gonna
still
say
think
what-
the reward structure in 2042
many
is
people.
very weird. Playing the objective should still give a
Mr.
lot more.
Maniac,
I agree.
what's up?
They've limited reserves left.
Personally, I think we just need to go back to the Battlefield formula.
More
I'm
maps.
trying to be Warzone, Rainbow
And
Six.
Maps.
Yep, the
Maps.
problem is you're saying the Battlefield formula, and people won't agree what that is.
Well, that is possible, but I think there are some standard
I don't know what
points of
the
agreement on that is classes,
formula is.
generic soldier models, large
Too many
battles
people don't care about
vehicles,
the classes.
but also a lot of them
Just
do, or
take
else
Battlefield
players
Yeah,
are
yeah.
be
That's my point.
higher.
Is there are people in
Oh,
every
really?
game.
Hey, Akira.
For me, the Battlefield formula is like it's not destruction. It's like combined arms, class-based combat. That's what it has been for me.
Also, for a lot of people, it's not vehicles. They just want to do the infantry thing.
Oh yeah,
Well,
And
and
for me,
there's
it's
been
very much vehicles.
DM since the beginning, so that is a legitimate point.
For me, the Battlefield formula has always been, or has been, I can say, always been. But for me, the Battlefield formula is like you have infantry fighting their battles, and you have the vehicles fighting their battles, and it doesn't necessarily have to like overlap, but it might sometimes it might do. But I feel like for me the thing that separates Battlefield from other games is or multiplayer first-person shooters is that you have separate things happening on the map at the same time, and I feel like that presents like a proper sense of scale.
No, again.
on my body, top left of C1. Be careful, there's an infantry up there.
But Tim, what about community building tools? Should we make that part
I'm
of
a
Battlefield
big fan of
today
that,
again?
and it sounds like we might be getting those what they released recently, which amazes me. It's almost like Battlefield's getting Halo's Forge back.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello
Yo,
there.
what's up?
How you doing, Oz?
We've won
GG.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of noticed. I've heard some familiar voices. Is there all of you guys play Battlefield? That's the I haven't seen that in a very long time.
We all play in
We've
the
been
same server.
hosting this event for 10 years.
Number one, bitch.
Yes.
No. 4.
OP three-man squad.
Who do you?
Maniac, you're supposed to carry us. What happened?
What?
You're
I
supposed
shot
to
him.
carry us. What happened?
I mean, you were
That's
supposed to
me.
make us look better.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Floris again with the fate in the chopper.
I don't know when it force deploys you and when it doesn't, but... Yeah, I didn't touch... I didn't touch my keyboard or mouse here and I was forced deployed, so... There's like a weird bug or something. Or it's map dependent, maybe? I don't know.
Ah!
Return to the fight.
No, 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 I'm flying out of the zone.
That's a little bird.
How is this dude driving?
Holy shit.
LOL, Flores. I wish I'd tell him. LOL. Actually, I can't.
This is shit.
Don't you have like 7,000 platforms you can contact Flores on?
Don't stop
Yes.
them. They'll take every sector.
I'm gonna do this.
Maybe that's why he's not in the Discord, because he's kill everything with the chopper.
Wait, he's not on BFD.
Sector Bravo is an enemy hand.
Hello?
Lab.
Enemy helo sighted. 270 degrees. Long range.
I guess.
Philo.
Enemy tank located.
Wriggles, what you doing, man?
I'm trying to run away.
Tim, there's a Wriggles around you.
Yeah, he shot me. I almost had him.
Where is he? Where is he?
I am 4 Guinnesses and a really big beer into the FMB.
Okay.
I think you have a shooting problem.
I think the problem might be between keyboard and mouse.
And definitely is for me at the moment.
Between keyboard and mouse.
My mouse is really far back, dude.
I guess.
Charlie 2 has been lost. Charlie 2 is not arrested.
Here, Lane.
I see you.
Shaking that ass.
Yeah, shaking the ass. Oh, what the...
It's a good looking ass, though.
Russian troops have entered
Mr.
one of our
Frick.
objectives.
Bad Tim trying to hit me with missiles.
Yeah, well, I still think this is a bullshit missile. It should be like the SRAW, not a shoulder-fired TV missile.
Oh, that, yeah, but it's the future.
No, it's not. We have C5, and apparently it didn't work because in 2142 it was
Sector
C4.
secure. An objective is no longer secure.
Free battle pass or something? I just got some production.
There's a paid working on a free work.
Yeah, you just pay with your dignity.
Para, how you calling today that
Allies are
C5?
securing objective Charlie 1.
Semtex boogie? Yeah, the Semtex boogie, yeah. Doing the Semtex boogie.
Holy shit.
Aw. Suddenly 5 enemies appeared.
Russians have
Really?
sector
How do you headshot me from there?
Projectile speeding.
Oh, that jackass stole my revive. I'm gonna kill that squad mate. Turn on a hardcore right now, addict.
It didn't shout with you. It was by Maniac that revived me.
I know. I'm just talking shit.
I guess we all had the same idea, yeah?
Cheers for the games, guys. Have a good evening.
Here's what it comes.
Have a good one, Nancy.
Yeah,
You too.
Bye then.
Yeah.
We're burning resources to stay in this.
So we have a spot free in the epic squad.
Why is it epic?
I don't know, because we have Flores and he's maybe in the chopper.
Okay.
No.
The objective under control.
Come here.
We got sector Charlie. Our forces control most sectors. They're attacking one of our objectives.
Somehow I can't ping anymore.
No, it's not pinging.
Not today.
Ah, I'm not pinging. Okay.
You have to
It's
buy the
only 3
extra
this month.
DLC.
My bad.
It's old school ping.
Extra DLC.
It's old school ping.
Ah, kill.
Oh,
There's
man.
only 3 this spotting.
Thank God.
Actually, majority of the people I get feedback from, they don't fly.
Charlie 2 has been lost.
3D spotting or pinging?
Well, those are people that
spotting.
came in with BF1, so they don't count.
Really?
Wow, BF1 is using 3D spotting.
I know, but you know, if you like BF1, you're automatically suspect.
Allies engaging in Charlie 2.
Calling for a Rachel! Come on!
Occupying an objective. Message received. Both sectors are now under our control. Troop by troop, they're paying a price. Keep it up.
Is it frostbite at all, or is it just some third party?
It's frostbite. What do you ask?
Oh, I just get some comparisons between other games.
Come on. Rush killed me. Terminated twice.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no, it's frostbite. More than that.
So many missiles after me.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Our forces have secured Sector Charlie.
Stop flaring. I'll show you why.
No, someone else showed me.
Oh, there's again another chopper.
Yes.
The brave chick shot.
Hostiles attacking one of our objectives.
Yeah, I was hacking it.
You know, it said you pinged a helicopter. So much for 3D spotting there, Attic.
That is 3D spotting.
According to the game, you pinged it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's buggy then.
Yeah, I mean, totally not feeding into everything the community is saying
Wow.
right now. Holy shit, I've never seen this type of lightning. That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the lightning is cool. Bad happens.
You might just patch that in.
Yep.
Sure as fuck didn't happen earlier.
Could have stolen it.
It's from season 1 of that.
But do the lightning actually damage people if they
Beginning
stay
attack on
there?
Alpha 1.
Guess you'll have to find out.
You know, I'm kind of torn on that because nobody likes being, you know, killed by random events, but at the same time,
It's
kind of makes
cool
it feel a little
right
more realistic for the world.
Seriously?
Again,
should've-
lying behind the box didn't exactly help me.
People camping on the dome. 3 guys on the dome.
Maniacs, tell you where are you? I bring you ammo.
Absolute potato tonight. Holy Jesus.
Wait, where did my missile go?
They can be shot by
To the future.
ordinary weapons.
Yeah, back to the future.
They're hurting. Hostile forces are at half strength. We just
I really need to go to a course on how to aim. I'm terrible.
Weren't you pro BF3?
That's 11 years ago or something along those lines.
Sounds like somebody's skills got rusty to me.
Yeah, and I also got old.
Hey, I don't want to hear
how does
shit about
that
getting
happen?
old, dude.
Need you hold on.
Swedes don't get old, they just get a Volvo.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's actually
Not
quite
a-
funny.
Not a Volvo fan, but fun reference.
Yeah, I never liked Volvos back in the 80s. They looked really weird.
They're the ass cars, so full of shit.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that. I just don't like the way they look.
It's funny though, when you're in Sweden, all the majority of the cars you see are still Volvo.
Makes sense. I mean, you make them in Sweden.
No import tax if you make it yourself.
Check every sector.
Like when I was in Germany, you know, I even drove a BMW and a Mercedes and an Audi.
Not Swedish owned anymore though.
Really? I didn't know that.
It got sold off to the US, I wouldn't believe.
US, I think Chrysler or something.
Yeah,
that makes
sense.
sense.
They gave them like the skeleton of the car and said, "Hey, make a Volvo out of this." And then they kept making changes because they wanted the car to be good. Actually.
Thank you.
So it became too expensive. And it's the same thing with the GPS. Just use our GPS from all our other cars, and then they just began changing everything.
Kind of like when I think it was Ford bought Jaguar, and they tried to actually make it a good car, and they just couldn't, so they sold it off again.
That's what happened with Saab when I do not remember which company bought it.
God, that's a company I hadn't heard about in a long time.
The car manufacturing part of Saab got sold to some American car shop also.
What about the aircraft part?
That's still Swedish.
Yes.
Because they still make
I actually thought
military
their
vehicles.
aircraft was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're still Swedish owned. And they still make new ones and sell to other countries.
They are just not as good at corruption as the US, so the Danes didn't buy
Even the US isn't as good as corruption as Eastern Europe, so I mean, we got a lot to learn.
Yeah, but they don't sell planes.
Well,
they do, but not just very good ones.
Not good ones. Also, what is the US plane the Denmark bought? I mean, can it even fly yet?
It depends on which plane you're talking about, because we do export versions which are not as good as our own. Which we've done since World War II, actually.
I think we get. I think Denmark is such a close ally that they get the US version.
Don't make that assumption.
Ouch.
But I mean, if they can't fly, I hope that's the inferior version.
Well, like the British didn't like the American P-38 Lightning in World War II because we didn't give them the turbochargers. It's like, that's a pretty important part of the engine, guys.
You ran into my bullets there, Akira.
Yeah, but get the revenge.
Yeah.
Is the winter.
Man spawning on there too.
I just feel like I'm running back and forth and not meeting anyone at that moment.
Yeah.
Almost like it's a really big map.
Only using Alpha with even.
Guess I'll just stay in this base. Lie down.
Tactically defending.
Stay here.
Oh no, maniac.
Bye,
Oh
Akira.
yeah! Oh yeah, baby!
Got you too.
Come to daddy.
Yeah.
There's a guy behind you, watch out.
Yeah, I figured when you died up there. I see nothing.
Thanks,
Alex, can I come with a gameplay suggestion?
Go for it.
The missiles that the new chick can shoot. Rao should be able to hack them and then control them.
Oh, you're not the first one that had it, and I actually forgot to set that up.
Well, Resident 2
Actually, a really good idea. Make Rawa actually beneficial.
I mean, it's just a fun thing. I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to redirect it in time.
Thank you.
Oh,
That
I'm
would
dead.
be neat, though.
Yeah.
You go over the hack it and take over.
You got him.
It would make for some awesome clips, like turn a missile against people.
Yeah, send it in text.
It would be literally paper, rock, scissors like Battlefield used to use before specialists and no weapon restrictions.
You want me to log into Slack and send it to you?
No. Put it on Discord. Yeah. I will forget it, dude. Seeing as I forgot to send it last time.
At least he's honest.
Yeah.
It's no offense, it's just so much feedback I can send. Or
Do you really get a lot of feedback, or is it just kind of like what I put on Twitter?
No, I see a lot of people.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be very social.
Banhammer is not as hot this week as it's been the previous week. It's still a hot hammer.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my Banhammer to be renewed, so...
You saw the date. So. Or,
Yeah, Marvin said it's coming in the very near future, but he didn't give us the exact date.
Didn't he say?
Oh, wait, Marvin seems pretty awesome. I like him.
I haven't interacted too much with him, but he's pretty cool with the few times I've had.
He seems honest and open and like real, so I like him.
Yep.
Just wait until he's had your job for a while.
He
Look,
seems
Carbonic, you're gonna be with me, so you know what I'm talking about.
Revive me.
I do
I
not.
don't even know where you are.
I'm hoping we get Starscream on board again because he's been through a lot and he kind of likes wielding Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Starscream.
Yeah, he's had a rough go of it.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's time to send this on Slack.
Feedback to the voiceover team. Nobody says our defeat is inevitable. They will say, fuck, we lost, with a whole bunch of other swear words.
Yeah, Floor is in the center.
And I even speak Russian. They wouldn't even say that in Russian.
First, yes.
Yeah, for main squad.
Yeah, I was AFK for most of that game.
Please
We
go
also
with 3.
had one player less.